food piece, I want to highlight two important areas for you to be aware of. When it comes to challenging the way that you think as it relates to fat loss, okay? And trying to get this out as clearly and as concisely as possible. So when it comes to challenging your thoughts, a lot of times when people are embarking on a weight loss program or a new lifestyle change, an exercise protocol, they start to run into thoughts that sabotage their efforts. And I like to call them in practice ants, automatic negative thoughts. And when you look back over all the times you may have tried to lose weight and maybe struggled in the past or made progress only to regain the weight down the road, later on down the road, I want you to look and assess, were there things there that you were telling yourself? Were there things there that got in your way mentally? Did you eventually feel like it was too much work? You were tired of missing out on events and not being able to spend time with people. You really enjoyed and missed being able to go out to eat and not think so hard about it. Did it feel unfair? Did it feel like way too much work for what you were getting out of it? Did you find that you were really good for like 21 days and day 22 you fell off track and you just threw in the towel? If any of that showed up for you, you're operating from very specific kinds of automatic negative thoughts, okay? There's black and white, all or nothing ants. And it's either I'm perfect or I'm completely off program. There's no gray. There's no rainbow thinking, for that matter. There's nothing in between. Unfairness factor or unfairness syndrome. Everyone else doesn't have to work this hard. Why can't I eat what everyone else is eating? This feels so hard. Negative filtering, right? Instead of, this is an investment and people sacrifice, or I'm not everybody else, right? Instead of challenging those thoughts, those automatic negative thoughts sit with you, and you allow those automatic negative thoughts to ultimately make decisions when it comes to your program, right? So you have an episode, you have something occur, and then you have this automatic negative thought, and then you feel bad. And as a result of this negative feeling, you will find yourself engaging in behaviors that are not appropriate for your weight loss efforts. And that's how these thoughts become sabotaging. I spent a lot of time working with people around two things when in this particular area. It's challenging their automatic negative thoughts, not believing every stupid thought that your brain comes up with, okay? Because if that's the case, we're all in trouble. So challenging your negative thoughts and what to do with negative feeling states, because the negative feeling states can be a problem. So even if you allow a negative thought to slip by, what do you do when you feel bad, right? And so you can sit in negative emotions. It'll eventually pass, right? It doesn't rain forever. The sun eventually comes back out. You can distract yourself. You can call a friend. You can go work out. You don't have to respond to that negative emotion with food or inactivity the way that you might have historically. So I spend a lot of time with people working on automatic negative thoughts and then moving through negative feeling states. When it comes to being successful with fat loss, a lot of times what will happen is I can give, Justin, my husband, and I can give people every program in the world, every workout program, every nutrition program, but they falter and they stumble and they fail. And it's because this is not under their control. This is running them, and this is not disciplined, right? It's operating from faulty thinking, and it's overly emotional, and it's not being managed. And if you can't think then, if you don't know how to control yourself mentally and emotionally, you are going to continue to struggle, unfortunately.